You know what? I never realized that these two are right next to each other on the character select screen. What a weird coincidence.
What a weird coincidence. But yeah, I had to take my headset off there for a second. I've been wearing this for too long. It's been almost 2 hours of me just talking. But yeah, so we have game number 1 here. Losers quarters right now for 5th place between our 2nd seed and our 11th seed.
So you notice one thing about that first interaction, right, is the parry. This parry is going to be, depending on how often Quota gets it, it's going to define this set, right? Ken and Ryu are characters that get as much reward off of parry as any character in the game. And Cloud is the kind of character that one of the best counterplays to his falling aerials is to consistently parry them. So if I had to guess, I'd say that Quota will win this set if he can consistently parry Zach's landing aerials, and Zach will win if Quota does not.
Oh, or he just gets hit by that down B into Shoryuken. My lord, I forgot that. I forgot that down B. If you don't shield it, you're just fainted.
Yeah, no, you get stunned.
Yeah, to me it looks like a feint. It almost looks like you're like.
Yeah, you slump to the ground.
Slump to the ground.
It's
and
the same as Kazuya's crouching attack.
Right.
Though that one has a bunch of electricity sounds, which is very scary.
But I mean, with this advantage though, he hasn't really gotten anything going. Only 7. So, well, actually now he got a little bit going, but
Yeah,
before
he
that
got
he
2
wasn't getting
hits.
anything. And back air will kill. Yeah, definitely at 160. Only a 33% lead though for Quota here. Honestly, when you're this low of a like 2 versus 11 seed, you want to get the first game out quickly. You want to finish, win game 1. Right?
You know, what I think is Quota doesn't really feel like the underdog here. You know, he
It's weird.
Came from winner's side.
It's weird that he doesn't feel like the underdog in this matchup.
Yeah.
Because StarZ might not be completely on his game. When you lose to, I'm not going to say Kazo's a bad player. Kazo's, I would say, pretty good. But I mean, when you lose to someone like that, who you're normally supposed to beat, then you don't feel like you're on your game, right?
No, I feel like Zach, I used to think Zach never got upset. I think more recently he's been getting upset more often. Oh, he misses the down air. That's one of, I would say that's one of Cloud's win cons in this matchup, is the predictable up Bs.
He tried to use his, I was about to say Kamehameha. His B.
And it's an even game. You look away and suddenly somebody dies. Zach tried to take advantage of his offstage position just a little bit too much, and he SDs because of it. Not quite an even game yet, though. And you know, when we talk about Ken being a boxer, Cloud is the opposite of a boxer, right? He wants you to stay out of his face, and he will use his big sword to do it.
Okay, he had to use his limit up B. Works out pretty well there. Gets back on stage.
Yeah.
Very even, though. 24%. You're getting near the death percent with Quota, but will StarZ let you do that? We'll see. I mean, it's not looking like it right now. Hits the forward air.
There it is. Zach just being patient, waiting there, and when he lets go of the focus, Zach takes the stock.
Yeah, and right now if you're Quota, you're not happy with that. You needed to take that game, I would think, to build momentum right now, but now you're just
well, now it's
on
your
the back
counter pick,
foot.
and let's see what they do with it. I would say the PS2 is a relatively good stage for
They're just going to hold it
Ken
the whole
Ryu.
time, I would think. So.
That's the SFL Classic. Why swap? PS2 is perfectly fine. And it's curious that there's no thought of Ryu here. You know, he was so willing to switch to Ryu in a more confusing matchup, but in a matchup like this where it makes sense that you'd want to space, and you'd want to maybe shoot fireballs, alright, to me it would make sense to do that, but I guess he's more willing to jump in, which is what Ken is better at. Now that move, that non-limit cross slash, that is one of Zach's favorite moves. It's one of Cloud's best moves, and it's so good at anti-airs. It catches, it's mix-upable on shield, unless you spot dodge the first hit like what it did earlier.
Uh-oh. Disconnect here.
Let's see if Quota forces him to take the stock or not.
Is he going to force him to take the stock, or is he going to let him play?
What I will say is it's all's fair. If I was Zach, I wouldn't want him to do it, but from an impartial perspective, I'd say...
if you were in that situation and that was your other player that did that, you would probably tell him, wouldn't you?
I would not make them take the stock.
You wouldn't make him take the stock.
Well, it depends. It depends who it is. If I'm down 2 stocks to 1 or something like that.
Let's see what he does.
No forced stock taking.
No forced
But
stock.
he did get rid. Okay, I guess they're replaying from neutral. I gotta say, if I was Quota, that happened in the middle of my combo, but he picks up where he left off.
It doesn't matter. So, yeah, I mean, you know what? Sometimes being fair just gets you the same result, right?
They call it good karma. Now, if I was fighting like a Steve player at a major or soming,
yeah, you're telling that guy to take the stock.
you drop the fighting.
Up smash gets the stock there, and it's even now. So, Quota, I mean, he just needs to.
Sure you.
That was weird. I've never seen that Shoryu be that weak. But what I will say here is StarZ is taking advantage right now, and you know he has limit. He could possibly go for what is the down feel in the breaks name?
Finishing touch.
Finishing touch. Thank you. I have a brain fart here. I've been streaming for 2. What just happened? They both just lost their stock there.
Zach feeling himself a little bit too much there. We wanted to go for the limit cross slash. Limit ran out just before that, and he whiffs and dies because of it. But
will Quota take advantage of that? Because if Quota takes advantage of that, then that's a huge momentum shifter, right?
it is.
Tries to use focus there.
Mixing focus into your advantage state is a very interesting thing to do. Didn't work out there, but you have to know that if Zach mashes like something normal, like a up smash out of disadvantage or whatever, focus will handle that perfectly fine. If Zach mashes his cross slash, however, he will beat focus pretty easy.
Okay.
Quota knowing the matchup, rolling in between after the first 2 hits of cross slash gets you a guaranteed punish.
That was jab jab. Shoryuken got the kill, and like I said,
yeah.
Now he felt himself too much, and now it's 1-1. I don't know. If I'm StarZ right now, I'm a little upset. I'm very upset about that.
He's kicking himself right now. He's like, I had the game. I wanted something cool. I screwed it up, and then I lost the game because of it. But, you know, Zach's the kind of player that, despite what you might see, despite the Doom posting, and despite the, you know, Zach will lose a game, and he'll turn to you, and he'll talk about, you know, ending it all. But he has a pretty strong mental despite that.
Yeah, I think that talk is all for show, right? In real, I feel like honestly, when he actually plays, he's just thinking to himself, "Okay, I shouldn't have done that, but I'm just gonna continue and move on."
I've seen him get tilted before. It's not like it never happens. And you know, he's been part of my carpool before. I've seen what he's like after he loses in a bracket. But you know, you're not gonna be happy after you lose. Like, right? Nobody is.
Yeah, why would you be, right? Unless you just wanted to leave the whole time.
That's one of my carpool loses. I'm happy because I get to go home. If I've been out for like 30 minutes and I'm watching my carpool play, it's like.
Are you just doing this for the love of the game right now?
My commentating? Or?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
And also because people are doing friendlies on my setup and I don't want to kick them off and go home. So.
Probably what's gonna happen. They'll probably play till the freaking bracket's over.
And I always hate to be like, excuse me, can this be the last game? I want to go home.
I hate to be that person. But I wonder what happened here.
Maybe someone just got a drink of water.
Yeah, I mean, StarZ was just talking to Narnia earlier.
Oh, I wonder if it's about his controller.
It could be about his controller. Because it did disconnect in the middle of that game. Maybe he has to borrow someone else's controller. Because if Narnia walked up, maybe that was Narnia's controller.
Narnia does. If Narnia uses the pretty little Galaxy controller. If we see StarZ holding that. Stick in with the Ken Cloud. No swapping after a win this time for Quota.
No, I think he learned his lesson. Honestly, I think he's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna stick it. And normally he didn't do that, because when I saw him on stream before, he would just stick it through a 3-0. So I don't know if it was just because it was a different player or what.
It looks like they're doing a button check.
Yeah, so maybe he's just trying this controller again, see if it does it. I kind of understand, because maybe he doesn't want it to happen again, because I bet he probably just said, you know what, if it happens again, I'm gonna make you take the sock.
Or like, let's say it's game 5, right?
Yeah.
And all of the money's on the line, all the cookies, all of everything.
Yeah, it's all on the table.
And you're like, it makes the decision harder, right? Even for a guy who's, you know, proven he's a pretty good guy in that situation.
No, I would. No, at that point I would. I think that's where my line is. I think when it's like game 1, game 2, that happens, I'm like, okay, whatever. If it's game 5 and you're in that situation and then your controller disconnects after it's happened already,
yeah,
okay, you can take it now. Because like even my niceness comes to a limit, right? It just gets to that point, especially when you've been playing that type of really tight set. I mean, I don't like to be that person, but sometimes you just gotta go by the rules. And if it happens multiple times, it's just one of those things. But let's see if it doesn't. Let's see if that happens though, because we're in game 3 now. We're still in for a pretty long set, right? So we'll see.
We'll see, yeah, because both of these characters and both of these players are capable of playing really, really fast. We could see, you know. If both of these players play as fast as I know they can, we could have this set be over in the next 4 minutes. Wouldn't count on it, but
I wouldn't count on it either.
And Quota had a chance for a stock.
Ooh.
He gets it anyway. I wonder if that Tatsu was a misinput, but he makes up for it anyway with the back air. Ken and Ryu, their back airs are really, really good, and that's fine because they never use it because it's facing the wrong way. Auto turnaround makes it really, really hard to do it. But in the situations where you can get it, the reward is super duper high, and we see it from there.
Yeah, it's doing super well right now. I mean, 30% right now to 78%.
Gets the cross slash off the
Gets
parry.
the cross slash.
Ooh.
Gets the last hit of Shoryuken. Pretty much try to get any hit you can right now for Quota. I mean, try to get this gift that you were given, that game that you were given, that gift, and get another game and go up 2-1. Right?
And he's up a stock now. Right? If you're Quota, this is all extra credit, right? You're like, the more I can extend the lead, the more extra credit I get.
Ow.
The focus didn't work out there. Yeah.
Didn't work out though. The Blade Beam got him there.
Yeah. That's one of those. It's definitely a multi-hit. One of the few multi-hit projectiles in the game, and that's the kind of thing that can really throw off focus like that. And he used.
That was so weird. He used Shoryuken and he tried to use Blade Beam anyways. I don't know. That was kind of funny. But goofy interaction turns out to be now it's only about a 30% difference between Quota and StarZ here after.
He gets the jab lock with the strong F tilt.
Doesn't matter though.
Yeah.
Shoryuken combo there. I usually just keep it simple. I'm just like, that's the Shoryuken combo. It's one of them. it's one of the many.
The the Shoryuken combo is how you might describe the character.
Yeah.
It's like, I play me brawler, all roads lead to Thumper, right? It's the same thing with Ken and Ryu. That's your finisher almost all of the time, unless you're in the corner and you want to do a strong jab.
Okay, saved his double jump again to get back, but dash attack's going to kill, and now a lot different of a situation here. Only 16% ahead. Doesn't get hit by Limit Blade Beam, but does get a nice little combo there with the jabs. 43% ahead.
Misses the up B. Quota has a chance to take this game here if he can really fully extend here.
I mean, he's at the death percent. Oh!
A terrible angle on the down smash.
Nah, but he got Limit up B there.
Yeah. Quota thought he was going to grab the ledge. I'm sure he would have gotten the stock if he knew it was going to.
He just needs a Shoryuken at this percentage. And maybe he'll get it. Oh, try to go for the down tilt there. Doesn't quite get it. Oh!
Okay.
That would have been so privileged if he got that forward smash. I'm going to be honest with you.
Now, he kind of had the read, almost.
Kind of. But tries to go for down tilt.
Very brave by Zach. He knows that Quota has those parries, but he's going for those raw fairs anyway.
Quota doesn't know how to finish this. He missed it, and the up smash is going to convert, and it's over for game number 3. And StarZ is now ahead 2-1 as I almost broke the chair.
I play a character that has an uppie very similar to Ken Shoryu, right? And I know in those situations where you're like, it's like having an itchy trigger finger, right? You're like, you want to use this uppie, so you're like, if he hits my shield, I'm going to uppie. But the thing is, Cloud's the kind of character that all of his moves basically space themselves. And if your uppie isn't big, then you're going to whiff, and you're going to die. And that's what happened there.
Yeah, that was, man, that's a huge momentum killer for Quota there.
Absolutely.
You were ahead by such a, I wouldn't say a large margin. You had your chances to finish that game off, multiple chances, and you couldn't quite convert. And now you got to, again, have that mental fortitude and find a way to get out of that and, bring us to a game 5. And I mean, honestly, that game did only last 4 minutes. Let's see if this game lasts, lasts negative time to...
Oh. Well, they're making up time. Zach's making up time now. If Zach plays the way he wants to, this game will be over soon. The kind of matchup like this, though, Cloud doesn't have as strong of an advantage as Ken, even though he does have a pretty strong advantage. So this is the kind of matchup that Zach might play slow.
Oh yeah, for sure. I also have chat open to the side. I have, hello MBD, how you doing? He just said, how does StarZ always win the don't shit the bed contest?
Yeah, I feel like I'm the only player in the world that's beaten Zach in those like really sloppy situations. But I mean, Cloud is first of all simple, which is good in those. I guess you'd call them spaghetti situations. And then Zach's just unflappable most of the time. And I feel like sometimes it feels like Zach feels like he gets away with it whenever he wins. Like Zach is enjoying the process of winning, and like I don't know, he feels like a. Maybe it's the opposite, actually. Zach feels like he's earned it, and he has the confidence.
Possibly,
in those spaghetti situations. I don't know.
He did get a Shoryuken combo there for Quota. He is not that far behind. He's getting close to that death percent, but, I mean, you have Cloud, who's always on kill percent at 140. Gets the back air there, and now it's 2 stocks to 1. And Quota needs to find a way to get the stocks soon, because Cloud's advantage state's nasty.
Oh, absolutely. It's very, this is like a showcase of the very, very different ways that characters play in this game, right? Because Cloud and Ken have very good advantage states, but they're hugely, hugely different from each other.
I'm also getting weird vibes from the Amnesty Quota match because it was kind of a similar thing to where they traded games, and then as soon as they lose
That's
that
it.
last game, yeah, look at that beautiful limit break cross slash to
Zach
convert
is
there.
so ready for those delayed recoveries. That's what he wants, right? He's trying to force you to delay so that you reduce your own number of options, and then he can kill you.
But yeah, I feel weird similarities between that and the Amnesty set, because what happened in the Amnesty set was a similar thing, trading games, and then he loses the game 3, and then all of a sudden he just can't. He just loses the momentum, and it just completely loses the drive, and then he loses in convincing fashion, just like that. So I could see that. So StarZ is now in losers semis, going to be playing for 4th here. Let me see what the bracket's looking like on this side here. We have, so it'll be in losers semis, we'll have Amnesty and StarZ, and obviously winners finals is D2DA Amnesty. So we're getting towards the end of it. We only have a couple more sets here, so we're just gonna play it out, right?
I might go see if I can get Taco Bell. I see Phil has entered the room. Maybe he'd be willing to swap with me.
I don't think Phil wants to swap.
Phil, Senor, do you want to commentate? He's a good guy.
Wow, he's a good guy. He heard you want Taco Bell, and he's like,
I do want
yeah.
Taco Bell. I could go for a Baja Blast right now.
Man, I wish I had money right now.
I'll get you one.
What, a Baja Blast?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the goat, man. Thanks, man.
You've been commentating for so long, you need a drink.
I need a
bet.
drink. Yeah. If you can get me one, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
So yeah, so we'll have Luck go off for a little bit, probably for like a couple games, and then we'll have Phil.
Hi, chat. I'm back.
The goat's back.
Anyway,
So I think we're gonna have
a
probably winners finals here, right?
it's a pretty freaking. What a tournament we have so far.
This has been
Holy.
a super fun tournament.
Yeah.
Top 3